I'm Terry, and this is a Yarnjoy podcast, episode number 326. Welcome. Okay, so I have a couple of finished objects to show you. Well, they're duplicates. And then some works in progress, so let's get started and I'll show you what I worked on. Okay, so I am still working on I'm working on my last 4 preemie hats that I need to get done for the Halloween hat drive that I'm donating to. And so I got preemie hat number 1 and number 2 of this for the month of October. So that means I only have 2 more to make. So the 2 that I did make this past week, now this was a pattern. Okay, so this was I kind of used one pattern for something from something else and then just changed it to what I needed. Okay, so I made the plankton hat last week. I think it was last week or the week before, which is one of the characters from SpongeBob. And when I made it, I kind of made it just by looking at a picture. It's pretty easy to do plankton. And so I was thinking, well, Patrick I think would be easy to make. And I thought, well, Patrick is a starfish and his head is just like the point of one of the rays of the starfish. So it needs to be like a cone hat. And I was thinking, well, where could I find a pattern for that? And then I thought, oh, a candy corn hat. So I found a pattern for a candy corn hat. And instead of using the candy corn colors, I just used pink and made the hat, didn't change colors. And then I came up with some ovals for the eyes and I put his face on. And I did it. And I think that turned out really cute. And so it turned out so cute, I decided to make 2 of them. Okay, so here is my Patrick hat. Yeah, I think it turned out pretty well. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Okay, and so like I said, I did make 2. So there is preemie hat 1 and 2 for the month of October. And so I will link that candy corn hat down below in the description box. I didn't write it down. No, I didn't write down where I got it. Oh, yeah, well, let me think. It was like something about potato, like sweet potato 3 or I can't remember, but I'll link it down below in the description box. So for that one, the candy corn hat, it was actually supposed to be a newborn hat, size 0 to 3 months, and they used worsted weight yarn and a K hook. And so I thought, okay, well, I need to size it down for a preemie hat. And so I thought, okay, well, if they're using a K hook and worsted weight yarn, I thought, well, I'll use worsted weight yarn, but I will go down to like an H hook. So that's like what, 2 sizes down, right? I, J, K, 3 sizes smaller, okay? And H hook was still manageable to use, with worsted weight yarn, and I think it turned out really good, a really good size. So I think that's the only thing that I altered. I'm trying to remember if I changed something else. I think maybe I left out 1 increase. Yeah, I think I did that. I guess I should have wrote it down. But anyway, made 2 of them. And then I used DK weight yarn in the white for the eyes. And I just came up with an oval. And I think it turned out really good. And then I just used some worsted weight yarn black. And I separated the strands, into like half. Because worsted weight is like a 4-ply. And so I pulled the strands apart. So I only had 2-ply. And that's what I used. And I just stitched on an eye, okay? And then did the same thing with the eyebrows and the smile. And so there is my Patrick hat. So preemie hat 1 and 2 for October. I have 2 more to make, and then I will have reached my goal of 40 hats. And so I've already got the next one started, and I have the pattern picked out, and this will be a set for twins. Okay, now, since that is all my finished objects, let's go on to works in progress, and I'll talk about these preemie hats. Okay, so this pattern has been I had bookmarked it for a long time, and I was like, oh, that would be cute to make for twins, and so I was just looking through, and The reason I hadn't made the pattern yet is because it's got two pretty big pom-poms. I mean, you know, not two, but one pom-pom on each hat. And I don't like making pom-poms. I've got the Clover pom-pom maker, works really well, but to me, I'm not real confident about trimming the pom-poms to get it the good shape. But I think it's going to be cute. I'm going to go ahead. I'll do it for the babies. And so I'm going to be making Thing 1 and Thing 2. This is a pattern by hopefulhoney.com, and I will link it down below in the description box. And it's pretty easy. You just use some worsted weight yarn, red, and what I'm going to be using is red with, and then you're supposed to do like a blue or turquoise type color for the pom-pom and for a trim around the bottom. And so I'm going to use the color turquoise that I've got in my stash. I need to dig it out, but I'm going to use that around the bottom. So see, I've got the beanie made. I went down, let me see, what beanie pattern did I use? I didn't use their beanie pattern. I used, I used the beanie pattern from creamofthecropcrochet.com because they have preemie hats. And so I basically used their middle-sized preemie hat. And I did that, except I went down one increase less. Yeah, because I wanted to make some extra small ones because most of my preemie hats they're preemie hats, but they're bigger. And so I wanted to make these for twins, I wanted to make them smaller. And so I just did one increase smaller, and then same amount of rows, and then the last row I'm going to use that turquoise color, which is about this color. And then I'm going to do front post, back post, so it'll make look like a ribbing around the edges. And then I will make a turquoise pom-pom to go on the top, and then I need to crochet. Now this one I'll probably use the pattern from Hopeful Honey, or I'll use that as a guide. And I need to make a circle and then embroidery a number 1 on one of the circles and a number 2 on the other circle. Okay, so Thing 1 and Thing 2 is from the book, the Dr. Seuss book, Cat in the Hat. Okay, and so that's where these are based on. Okay, and I always thought it'd be cute for a set of twins. So that's what I'm making, and this will end up being Preemie Hat 3 and 4 for October. So that will finish my goal for this year for preemie hats. Yeah, I was thinking, oh, this is probably my 4th year of making these hats, but no, it's longer than that, because in my Facebook memories today, I had a picture of 3 preemie hats that I had made, and I think that was the first year that I had made them, because I was taking pictures as I was making them, and that it said in my Facebook memories that was from 7 years ago, and so I couldn't believe that it's been that long, but maybe I guess it has been. Anyway, so yeah. Let's go on to the rest of my works in progress. I only have one more crocheted item that I can show you. Now, I have been working on the Crafting with Friends project that I've been working on. I've been showing on Wednesdays, and I showed that yesterday in yesterday's Crafting with Friends video. And so I will link that video below, down below in the description box. If you didn't catch that video, you can see my project on that. So that one is really coming along. I'm getting toward the end part of that project. So I've been working on that. But besides that, I am, of course, still working on the Christmas Eve Wishes blanket. And so let me show you how much I've gotten done on that. Last week, I think I showed you that I had finished right here, the Santa hat section. Well, I started weaving in ends. I think there's 10 Santa hats. It goes all the way across. And so I've gotten 7 of them, the ends weaved in. I still see, you can see the red strings right there. I still have these 3 that I have ends that I need to weave in. And also the popcorn stitches here, I haven't weaved those ends. I just tied the ends together in a knot that's kind of inside the popcorn stitch, but I haven't weaved them in yet. So anyway, I still got to do that. But the crochet part that I did this time was I had to do another candy cane stripe, just like that's what they called that that piece. And so I had to do another one to match. Okay, so I did that, and then I also did a few rows of the cream color, which is what I needed to do for that. I think I've got maybe another row of the cream, and then I think the row after that is a row of green. And then, you know, there's a few more rows to go before I start the next before I start the next Grafghan section. So I worked on that. I got what I needed. I'm up to row 127. I think I'm on 127. And 131 is where the next Grafghan section starts. Okay, so got couple more rows, get that set up, and then I will change back to the bigger hook to do the Grafghan section. So anyway, here it is. I hope you can see the bottom of it there. There you go. Okay, so there is what I've done so far. Okay, I haven't laid it out and taken a picture of it. I guess I should, but I haven't yet. Anyway, so there you go. So next week, next week I will probably have some bobbins connected to it again, I think. Yeah. Anyway, so I had mentioned that. Okay, so the next Grafghan section, let me talk about that. The next Grafghan section was supposed to be another one of these snowflake sections to kind of even it off, you know, because it's, you know, have one at the bottom, one at the top. Well, I really didn't want to do another snowflake section. I was like, oh, it's so much work. And so I decided that I would not do that. And in fact, Valerie of Valerie's Cuddly Cat Crochet, she had been doing the project with me. I don't know where she is in her project, but we were talking about that snowflake section that was coming up, you know, again. And we were like, why don't we come up with another image or something that would like go along with it, same size of the snowflake section, but something simpler. And so we were talking back and forth, well, you know, messaging, and we decided that in some sort of an ornament would be good. And so I had found a couple of images of ornaments, and then she had found some, and I really liked one she had found. She sent me the picture, and it was actually a picture of a blanket that was somebody had done, and it was a corner-to-corner blanket, but it wasn't the chart, it was just the blanket. So I looked at the image on the blanket, and it had ornaments and snowflakes. And so I looked at that image of that ornament, and so I charted it out. I had bought some graph paper. See, there's my Santa hat that I used. And so I charted it out, and same size of the snowflake chart that I used. Same, you know, same amount of rows, same amount of columns, stitches, whatever. And so this is what I came up with. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Now the background is going to be red because that's what it is for the snowflake section. See right there? It's red. And so it's going to have to be a red background because I want it to balance out and match, okay? But then instead of snowflake, I'm going to do a green ornament. I made a boo-boo right there. But it's a green ornament. And then this section right here, which is supposed to be like a reflection of the ornament, you know. I'm going to do that in that cream color, the white. I think that's what I'm going to do, that right there. I think I'll do that little section in that cream color that I'm using for that blanket. And then that square right there is supposed to be a hole, you know, where you put the hanger through the top of the ornament. And so that will be red because, you know, you're supposed to see through it, you know, because that's the hole. So that one square will be red like this, okay? And so that's what I did. I numbered the sides, you know, because it's supposed to be row 131 to 155, and so this is the chart I'm going to use. Now, if anybody wants a picture of this chart, well, here it is. You can pause the video and take a picture of this, or you can email me below in the description. My email is below in the description box. Yeah, you can email me and I could take a picture of it and send you the picture if you want to. If you want to use the chart. I had one person request me to do that, and I took a picture of it, sent it to her, so then she could use it because she's doing the blanket too. Anyway, you know, it's for free. I mean, I didn't design it really. I just looked at a picture of some other blanket and I just kind of sketched it from that. And I tried to balance the chart out and stuff. So I did alter like the stitch count a little bit to try to get it balanced out. That's it. And so I'm not selling it or anything. I mean, you know, it's free. And I'm not selling the blanket, so I figured I'm not doing any copyright issue or anything because this is just for me. So anyway. Oh, and it was a pattern. It wasn't even a pattern. It wasn't a picture of a pattern. It was just a picture from like Pinterest or something where it was just a picture of somebody's blanket. So I think that's pretty safe, right? So anyway, there you go. Okay. So that's my plans for that. And yeah, I'm excited not to have to do the snowflake again. Okay. And that is all my works in progress that are crochet related. Now I did do just a little bit on my cross stitch, so I can show you that. I didn't do a lot. I just did a little. I was really trying to get these these hats done. Yeah, and then did research and stuff to figure out what the next hats I was going to do. So, you know, I just didn't get a lot done, but here you go. So here's my cross stitch. What did I do? I worked right here on that bowl, okay? And I started up here working kind of on the, that's just string from where I stopped stitching. Okay, so this back here on the wallpaper of the wall that's behind the baby's head. Okay, so I did a little bit of that, and like I said, I worked right here in this kind of this part of the bowl, and then I think I did a little bit over here on this towel, and that's all the stitches. Yeah, that's all that I did. Yeah, so that's what I did. Yeah. So it's coming along a little bit slower this time. Like I said, I didn't do a whole lot on it, but I did do a little bit. Okay, and then the next thing, the only other thing I have to show you is the diamond painting project, and that also I just did like one little section. I didn't do a lot on it. I think I'm going to either work on that or the cross stitch this evening, probably, after I get the this video posted. But anyway, let me show you that, okay? Okay, just as a reminder, here is a picture right here of what the diamond painting is going to look like when it's finished. So pop in a picture right there. So there it is, Alice in Wonderland. And so here is what I got done. So last week I showed you in this image went all the way across right here. So the only thing I did was this little section right here. That's it. So that's the only thing that's changed. So I will probably work on this piece here. Probably not the whole piece where I've got it covered because that would be a big section. So I'll probably fold this up like half or maybe to meet this one and do this little piece. And then maybe go to the next one and, you know, like in other words, work it kind of across. But anyway, there is my picture so far. So I did a little on it. Okay, so let me put this down. Okay, so let's go on to upcoming. So I have an unboxing video that will be upcoming. I'm still waiting on the items to come through the mail. This will be an unboxing in collaboration with New Craft Day. And so I'm still waiting on the items to come. They gave me a tracking number, and so it's on its way, but I haven't gotten it yet. But I will be doing an unboxing with that when I get the items, okay? And then this is October, so I had mentioned this before. At the end of October, I believe it's October 22nd to the 28th. It's like kind of the last week of October, or last full week, like from Sunday to Saturday, okay? I am going to be participating in a collaboration. I think it's called October Opals Spirit Week, something like that. And it is being sponsored by Shannon of the Spoony Stitcher. And she asked me to participate. And so she said, you know, each day is going to be a certain category. And she said that, you know, you can participate in one or two of the days or all of the days, however you want to do it. And so I have been I made a list of like each theme of each day and try to figure out, well, what could I make for this theme and what could I make for this one, you know? So I've got a few ideas. I don't know if I will do all that, every day, but I do want to do a few of them anyway. And so I've been thinking about that. I've got a couple of patterns picked out that I want to do, so I need to start working on them so that way they will be ready for that week. But if anybody wants to participate, you don't have to have a YouTube channel if you don't want. Anybody can do it, and it doesn't have to be crochet. It could be any type of crafts you want to do. So I will link there's an information video that Shannon made, kind of giving the rules, or the guideline type things, and so it's very informative video, and so I will link that video once again. I did it last week, I think. I will link it down below in the description box if anybody wants to check that out and join. It would be awesome. So I've been working on that, kind of gathering my yarn that I want to use for certain projects, or trying to figure out what projects I'm going to do for those categories. And so that will be upcoming. Okay, and then I recently got a new Feel Better Friend doll assignment. In fact, I got 2 this time. I've never done 2 at once. So, but it's a pair of siblings. It's a brother and a sister, 2 years old and 4 years old. They're so cute. Oh, they're cute. And so I said, yeah, I'll do it. And so I started pulling out the yarn that I needed for it. The yarn like for the skin color and for the hair color and different things. And I have to order, because I'm out of those little t-shirts that I get for those particular dolls. And I need to order another set of them through Amazon. And so I'm going to be try to do them at the same time, like I'll do 4 arms and like that, and kind of get them made at the same time. So that will be upcoming. I will be showing you my progress on them next week. And my next week's video, because I really need to get started on them. So that's upcoming. Okay. And I guess that is it. I had mentioned quickly in Tuesday Tidbits that I was going to be doing Vlogmas, and so the person I'm doing the Vlogmas swap with will be Terri of All Yarned Up. We're going to be sending a box to each other, and so we haven't solidified that the word exactly what we're doing. I know that I'm going to be doing a Christmas movie every day, because everybody seems to be enjoying that, and I always enjoy it. I'm a big movie person, so I think that's going to be fun. So that will be upcoming, probably. Well, of course it's upcoming. It's going to be in December, starting December 1st. But I will probably in November, maybe mid-November, I will make a special I'll make a video when I get the plans all together, and kind of give you information, so that way the project that I'm going to be working on for that month, if anybody wants to join me on it, you'll have all the information about it. So anyway, I think it's going to be fun. Last year I did the chevron blanket, remember that, with the scrap balls. Well, we're going to kind of do that, but it's going to be but it's going to be a different pattern, but I'm going to be using scrap balls. So anyway, I'll keep you in the loop as far as how that's going to work, or what we're going to do for that. Anyway, I'm excited. It's going to be fun. So and then next month, for November, is my birthday month, and I was thinking I'd do some extra videos kind of for that, but I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet for it. So anyway, stay tuned. I'll let you know. Okay, I'm going to go, because that's all I think I have to talk about. I hope you've had a wonderful week, and I hope you're going to all have a wonderful weekend coming up. Oh, it rained this morning. It was so nice, and we had our first cold front of the year, I think, today. Oh, it's wonderful. It's like 70-something degrees outside. I mean, 78 or something like that. Oh, it feels so good. Nice. So much better than the 90s or in the 100s. So, oh, so nice. Anyway, so I hope you're having wonderful weather and pleasant temperatures where you are at. Yeah, also. So I'm going to go. Everybody have a wonderful rest of your week, wonderful evening, and we will see you probably not until Tuesday for Tuesday Tidbits. But yeah, we'll see you for that. Unless I come up with something else and I'll put something else in here. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see you later in the next video. Bye.